This is a pretty boat. Kind of been studying on what to do with it. I noticed it's cracked here, and I'm guessing this is fiberglass formed over styrofoam, some kind of flotation stuff. You see here the fiberglass is coming unstuck. Seems to me like it could use some fixing up. And as I've been looking at them online, I've decided that I might like to put that in the water and float around on it. But I'd like to fix this. The idea of water leaking into it is probably not good. And maybe I could peel this off and fix that. Anyway, I just thought I'd get it out here in the garage, so we'll start to think about it. The other thing is these things, I made these yesterday and I need to cut them off. But I think before I do that, I'm going to cut the grass. Cut the grass now before it gets any hotter. So let's do that. I might be making a bigger mess of this than doing good. I got a little belt sander back there I've never used. I think I'm gonna go back and get it and see if I can put a lightweight belt on it and see how that'll work on it. So I got this belt sander, I think at the Habitat for Humanity Restore, one of their stores. I didn't get much for it, and I ordered some belts for it. I started out grinding that with that circle grinder, which it can literally cut this board in half pretty easily, but I wanted to get a deep groove along the crack. I've never been really good at patching fiberglass, but I knew a guy that was, and he told me you need to cut down into it if you're going to patch it. And what I'm going to try to do, I think, is create a place where I can get down to some of the wood and stuff, and then put some Core 15 epoxy in this, and then come back over that with fiberglass. But I want to use this to work these parts. There's some old stuff on here, and I don't even know what that stuff is, but it's ugly. It needs to come off. I would like to get it off without literally grinding it, all the fiberglass and paint necessarily right off of it. So I needed something a little gentler, so I put a kind of a not too coarse pad on here. Let's see how we do with this. best at doing this, but I'm the only guy here, so. Theory is that someone's probably attempted to repair this before. There's literally a break in the middle of the board, but I can see an old tape mark, and it looks like that had some fiberglass resin in it. What I've tried to do is grind down the crack. I'm going to try to repair this crack with pour 15. Now over here I got a little bit too carried away with my grinder. I got down into some foam, so I think what this is probably just a really thin layer of wood on top of foam. Wish I hadn't done that, but there it is. I might take some pour 15 and try to patch that and I saw a few places. We'll see. I mean, you know, if nothing else, we can go back to being a signboard, but we might make it. We might make it into something usable. I'll see. Somebody out there, I'm sure, is saying, "Oh my gosh, you're destroying a classic Riviera Voyager board." Yeah, I hope not, but I could be. Okay, I'm going to walk away and leave it alone, and come back at it tomorrow and take a look and see how it's going and what we think. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good day. I guess I could get you close enough where you can see it a little bit. I'm thinking this is kind of flexible, this board stuff. This may not be. As I recall, this hardens pretty hard, but I need it to be strong enough to connect the broken parts together. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but you know, we'll just I'll look at it in the morning and see what I think, and I may put some more on it, or I don't know. Obviously I don't know what I'm doing, so there you go. There's a little crack right there. I believe that's a crack in the fiberglass.